Have you ever wondered what tiny, invisible things are living in a drop of water or on a piece of food? It's a big question. Scientists have a super cool way to find the answer. It's called the pour plate method, like being a detective for the microbial world. Its main goal is to figure out how many microorganisms are hiding in a sample. Bacteria, fungi, used in labs everywhere for food safety testing, environmental science. The magic is counting individual microbes by giving them a home to grow. Imagine a single invisible bacterium. We give it food and a comfy place. It multiplies into a visible clump, a colony. By counting colonies, we work backward to estimate the starting microbes. Agar traps colonies in a clear, jelly-like substance, making them easy to spot and count. Put on your lab coat. Let's build tiny cities of colonies. Our first step is all about preparation. It starts with the sample. If our sample has a ton of microbes, dilute it, like making juice from concentrate. Add water to spread it out. Take a precise amount, 1 milliliter. Add it to 9 milliliters of sterile liquid, like saline. That makes a 1 to 10 dilution. Repeat to dilute more if needed. This ensures a countable number of colonies. Not too many, not too few. Next, prepare the microbes home. Nutrient agar. Start with agar powder. Mix powder with purified water in a flask. Sterilize the mix in an autoclave. Autoclave uses high-pressure steam to kill contaminants. After sterilization, the agar is a hot liquid. Cool it in a water bath to about 45 degrees. The Goldilocks temperature. Use a sterile pipette to add a measured amount of diluted sample into an empty, sterile petri dish. Carefully pour warm liquid agar over the sample. Immediately and gently swirl the dish in a figure-8 pattern. That mixes the sample evenly through the agar. Work fast to keep things sterile and well mixed. Final step, wait. Let dishes sit flat until agar solidifies into a firm gel. Once solid, flip plates upside down. Flipping prevents condensation from dripping onto the agar. Place inverted plates into an incubator, often ultra 37 degrees Celsius for human-associated bacteria. To get amazing, reliable results, we have to talk about something called aseptic technique. This is the golden rule of microbiology. It means doing everything possible to prevent unwanted contamination, from microbes in the air, on our hands, on our equipment. This is why we work near a Bunsen burner. The flame creates an updraft of sterile air. We also sterilize our tools and only open our petri dishes for the shortest time possible. That ensures only your sample grows. Let's talk agar temperature. It's critical. Getting to 45 degrees Celsius is key. If the agar is too hot, it can shock or kill microbes, giving an artificially low result. Too cool, and it'll start to solidify before you can pour. A temperature-controlled water bath hits the target every time. After pouring, mix gently. Vigorous swirling can splash agar onto the lid or trap bubbles. Both can ruin your count. A slow, smooth figure-8 is all you need. So, let's recap this awesome process. The pour plate method is a straightforward and effective way to count living microbes in a sample. We dilute to a manageable concentration. Mix a precise volume with warm nutrient agar inside a sterile petri dish. Let it solidify, incubate, then count colonies. Colonies grow on the surface and embedded within the agar. That's great for microaerophiles that prefer lower oxygen deeper in the gel. This three-dimensional growth is a unique advantage. It's a trusted workhorse in food safety, environmental monitoring, and clinical labs, and a must-learn skill. It transforms invisible life into clear, countable results. So next time you wonder what's in your water, remember there's a cool method that shows what's really there.